So today I wanted to talk about why I decided to stay celibate. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because, I want to come forward and speak my truth. I want to speak from my heart. And I just want to come forward and just share something with you guys that, most people may not be able to talk about. You know, for a very long time, before I even had any kids, you know, I used to be very young and reckless. I used to, just chase after love. I used to wonder what being loved felt like. But I didn't understand that love is something spiritual, not physical. And the reason why I say this is because you can love someone and you can be with someone, but that person may not be for you. And this is something that I had to learn. This is something that I had to teach myself. And of course, my parents used to tell me, be careful not to get pregnant. Be careful not to, fall in love, and I didn't really take heed of what my parents were trying to, explain to me. I didn't really listen because, we're very stiff-necked people. We don't listen, right? And so, you know, I growing up, I was young and reckless, and I just allowed myself to be influenced and peer pressured by, people that I was friends with in the past. And, it kind of, I was just being led in the wrong direction. I was led to do foolish things. Before I got pregnant, I fell for someone, okay, and I thought this person loved me, and I was fooled. I was fooled by this thing called love. I was fooled by this person who I thought, was the one. And I allowed myself to fall for this person. I allowed myself to, I allowed my emotions to control me. Come to find out, this person was not the one. I made a mistake in allowing this person get close to me. And I don't want to say that my children are a mistake because my children are a blessing to me. What I will say is I wish I would have waited until I was married. I wish that I was married before I thought about having any kids, but we all make mistakes, and nobody is perfect, including me. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Only Jesus. I do confess that I fornicated, and I ask God to forgive me because I know that, that I, committed a sin. It took a long time for me to forgive myself because I allowed myself to fall into sin. I allowed myself to fall for love. I allowed myself to make stupid decisions. But everything happens for a reason. Everything that I've gone through has taught me a lesson. Everything that I've gone through has made me who I am today. Because if it wasn't for God, I would not be where I am today. I would not be as blessed than I am today. It was Jesus who delivered me from my sins. It was Jesus who pulled me out of trouble. And so the reason why I decided to go celibate, because I just want to do right by God. I just want to, please God. I don't want to continue to walk in sin. I don't want to continue to fornicate before marriage. And I just want to do the right thing. And that's why I repented. I asked God for my forgiveness. And I just asked God to renew me, to renew my spirit, and to cleanse me from my past, and to make me whole, because I don't want to continue to make bad decisions in my life. There's a lot more that I'm learning. There's a lot more that I want to do in my life. But one thing is, I don't want to continue to walk in sin. I don't want to continue to make bad choices in my life, because I know that I'm not perfect. I had children out of wedlock. I know that, I know that I made stupid decisions in the past, but I also know that I'm forgiven. And I'm not going to allow the enemy to make me feel like I'm less. I'm not going to allow the enemy to make me feel less. I'm not going to allow the enemy to remind me of who I was in the past, because that is already done. God has already forgiven me. Jesus has already forgiven me. Jesus has already forgiven my past. I want to wait until marriage to be fully intimate with someone. And even though this person may not, like it, even though this person may not agree with my decision, even though they may feel like, I have set some boundaries for myself, it's only because I want to make things right with God. I actually want to have more kids, but I want to wait until marriage. I want to wait until there's a ring on my finger. I want to wait until somebody is fully committed to me. I want to wait until this person is also seeking God, because there cannot be a relationship if God is not in it. There cannot be any intimacy if God is not in it. I don't want to continue to walk in fornication. I don't want to continue to sin. I can only make things right by focusing on making today a better day. We've all made mistakes. And I'm not going to say that, I've never sinned before, because none of us are perfect. We've all been born through sin. It is only God who forgives those who repent. It is only God who forgives those who want to walk in righteousness and who wants to change their ways. And that's what I want to do. I want to change my ways. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better mother. I want to teach my children to love God and to love Jesus the way I do.